Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome.
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody. That man
Yeah,
over
I'm
there,
Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas. And who's this with me?
it's man Mazo. It's all about Big Blue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wishing you all a happy holidays and all. And it was turkey time.
It is. It is my favorite holiday. There's no presents to buy. It's just family, food, and football.
Mashed
Don't get no better
potatoes
than
and grease. That's all it's all about.
That's it. That's it. Don't get no better than that.
It- it's funny. We were just talking about this earlier. And we'll talk about it later in the show too. Is like about that we play on Thanksgiving Day. And it's a funny accomplishment because I can't remember a time. I really don't remember a time when the Giants really played on
Yeah, no,
Thanksgiving.
we haven't done it often. I actually looked it up today. We have not, we've only played, I think, 15 times on Thanksgiving in the 100 years of, Giants football. And most of them, believe it or not, were in the 1920s and 30s. So we haven't played very often on Thanksgiving. And now 2 years in a row, we're playing against Dallas on Thanksgiving. And we aren't very good. Why would the country want to see us? I don't understand
Uh, could we call it audible and like said like skip that and put them on some other day or something like that? Give them another bye week. We can't
Yeah,
lose that
yeah.
way.
Let's flex it. Let's flex this game out of the Thanksgiving window if it's not too late. So I looked it up and there's an interesting stat.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
So, like I said, we haven't played that often on Thanksgiving. Guess when the last time we scored an offensive touchdown on Thanksgiving was? Guess what year?
Um 1980.
That's a good guess. Unfortunately, it's not that. 1938.
38. Are you kidding me?
1938, 86 years ago, was the last time we scored an offensive touchdown on Thanksgiving.
Are you
Like you
kidding
might
me?
remember that Thanksgiving game we played against Detroit when Lawrence Taylor picked off that and ran back the 97-yard
Yeah,
interception.
yeah.
Won that game 13-7. We didn't have any offensive touchdowns that day.
Can't believe this.
LT won that game by himself, basically.
I can't, I
And
can't, I
it's
can't
been
believe
86 years since we've scored a touchdown on Thanksgiving. So if
okay.
you had the over under on that one from 1938, I hope you picked the over.
Maybe that'll be our question of the day to
That
everyone.
should
Matter
be
of
that should
fact,
be one of
we can
the
even do
questions.
that now.
We should do that as a trivia question.
Are we going to score? Please just tell us right. You can write it in the comments right now.
Right.
Are the Giants going to score
Are we going to break that streak? Or offensive
on
streak?
offense? On
An
offense.
offensive touchdown. Can we break the 86-year streak?
And what will it be? Will it be a touchdown or a field goal?
Oh no, we've had field goals. We need an offensive touchdown. That was our
Oh,
last
okay.
offensive touchdown.
Line from line scrimmage.
So somehow or another, this streak has been going on for like this is like the curse of the Bambino length for touchdowns on Thanksgiving. Now, in fairness, it's not like we play on Thanksgiving that often, but still, that's crazy.
If you do it once, you should score a touchdown. Just
You should score a touchdown. Right. We played last year. We should have had a touchdown.
I can't believe it. Oh my gosh.
That
Well,
says a lot about us.
it's funny. Did we score a touchdown against the Buccaneers
Yes, yes, at the very end of the game. Yeah, it was
at the end of the
13
game?
nothing, and then we scored a touchdown at the end. So
Maybe that's going to be momentum into the Thanksgiving.
momentum, exactly. We're gonna build off of that.
That Buccaneer game, that
Please.
was that was difficult. That was you know we went in. We talked about this last time. We went in. I know I went in really optimistic, thinking like Mr. DeVito's gonna come in and just light it up.
I
And
did not have that. I did not share your enthusiasm.
he got lit up, is what it
He
is.
got lit up. Now, in fairness, our offensive line suffered yet another injury, and I was looking at the injury report, and both of our tackles, Illuminor and Neal, are injured. They may or may not play. They're in limited practice. They're listed as questionable.
Oh man.
So that doesn't bode well. Tommy DeVito is listed as questionable. He's got an injured throwing shoulder. Now, in fairness, so does Cooper Rush. He's listed as questionable too. So we may be seeing, Drew Lock and Trey Lance playing on Thanksgiving.
Oh man.
So, America might be switching over to It's a Wonderful Life.
That's true.
You
That's true.
know, the Miracle on 34th Street. What else did they show? The March of the Wooden Soldiers.
Watching with shoulders. Right.
Maybe America may be clicking off of this game, in droves. It was Trey Lance against Drew Lock,
Which it may be, but
which it may be.
oh my gosh, I didn't realize. Oh man.
This game might be 3-0 or 6-3 or something like that.
Oh, it's definitely going to be. Oh yeah,
Take the under. Take the under on points combined.
not 9-3, 9-3. Field goals left and right because I just can't see it. I mean, when I watched, it's funny, and I went back and watched some of the replays of this too,
Okay.
and I said, let me see what really happened, and what really happened. And in fairness to Mr. DeVito, he had no time to throw the ball.
No.
He had, I mean, no time. I looked to see there was a pocket. There was no. As soon as he said hut hut and got the ball was coming back, there was a defensive lineman
somebody,
like
yes.
following the ball. It was right behind the ball. And did you see one time he tried to take a step up and he got nailed.
Nailed. I saw it. I know the play you're talking about. He stepped up and got clocked. Yeah, that's not okay.
And I just, and it's funny. We mentioned this earlier in the season. I understand now better why even Daniel couldn't throw the ball long. There's no time to throw the ball long.
Listen, we have to either roll out or move the pocket or keep the tight ends in. Something. You're right. That our pass protection, which is better than last year, believe it or not.
Wow.
Is terrible.
Wow.
And it's better than last year. Last year was a track meet. It was a race to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
They were taking bets. Who would get there first? Like, we're all gonna get there. Who's gonna get there first?
And they were playing tag with Daniel for a while. That's why Daniel was out for a while and then the season.
They were like, listen, I got 2 already. You don't have any sacks yet? Go, you get this one. You get this one. I'll lay back this time.
Hopefully, Mike is not doing that for the Cowboys.
Micah Parsons pieces on
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. But yeah, our injury report, we had Tay Banks, Theo Johnson, Micah McFadden, DJ Davidson, all listed as limited practice. And did not practice. We had Jermaine Illuminor, Evan Neal, and Azeez Ojulari's on IR, so he's definitely out. So, and Tommy DeVito was on limited practice. So we've got a lot of people who may or may not play and certainly aren't going to be 100% in this short turnaround week.
Oh man, yeah. I'll watch the game. I'll watch it. I won't turn from it. And I'll be rooting, but I
always want to win, especially against Dallas. Like, few things make me happier than beating Dallas or Philly. So
I know.
I'll be definitely rooting for us to win. I just don't see it happening.
It's funny. I would, again, we're Giant fans, diehard, lifetime, forever. We bleed blue, and we just say, we want. I'm like, we got to beat the Cowboys. Definitely need to beat the Cowboys.
I would love to beat the Cowboys.
You think of drafting, you think like, it's going to hurt our position, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll take the win over Dallas. But towards that end, though, we actually have moved up. Now we're at the second position. We would, if the draft was today, we'd have the number 2 pick. Because Tennessee won and Cleveland won. So Tennessee and Cleveland winning last week put us up to the second overall pick after Jacksonville. And it looks like Jacksonville is not going to be drafting a quarterback. Now, they may trade the pick to somebody who wants a quarterback, but I don't see Jacksonville drafting a quarterback. They just signed Trevor Lawrence to like $8 gazillion.
Right.
Last year. So, right now we have number 2 pick. Now, again, I don't want us to lose out, but
no,
it would not shock me if we lose out.
No. And I mean, I'm looking at, I'm thinking Dable. I'm really thinking Dable lost the locker room because you hear you hear what the guys are saying, and Malik Neighbors, a rookie, he speaks his mind. He spoke his mind when he was at LSU. He speaks his mind now. They
He
knew that
spoke
when
his
he
mind in
came.
the interviews.
Right. So, and it's funny. The media knows that.
Yeah, I mean, they showed that on Hard Knocks when he
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I hate to lose more than I love to win. He said that on Hard Knocks. Like, don't have us losing because I'm gonna be a problem if we start losing. I hate to lose. Well, we're 2-9. So something tells me that his hate fluids are ready to come out.
Especially when it didn't, which I couldn't believe, he got no targets in the first half of the game.
The three of us, you, me, and Malik, got the same number of targets in the first half.
That was the other reason why I had to go back to all 22 and look at that, because I said someone had to tell me a lie. He had to get one, at least one. He's the guy. He is the guy on offense since they traded 26. But I'll let 26 walk down
Right, right,
I-95.
right,
But
right. Didn't even trade him. Let him walk. By the
how
way,
could,
how's he doing this year? I can't remember.
um
Did he did he play last week?
well, did he?
I can't.
He's been doing pretty well. I think he's doing this. This is what he did. How many yards is this?
A whole lot.
Have
205
we, as a
rushing
giant
yards.
unit, have we done this during the year?
Please. He has more rushing yards than our team has this year.
It might not, and is that, well, maybe I'm colorblind, but that looks like a white and green. It doesn't look like blue.
He also
It,
had 47 yards receiving. So he had 302 yards from scrimmage that game.
and
302.
mind you, you got to see this. Now,
Yes, yes.
okay. I can see right here. Okay, we see he walked in, he came in with 1,300 yards.
Yes.
I can see that. Okay. We know he's injured here.
Right, right.
I think he was injured these 2 years.
Right, right.
1,300,
The year we went to
again,
the playoffs, he had
this
1,300 yards. That's a very good season.
excellent season. This wasn't bad for the offensive line the Giants had.
Right, right.
The season's not over, and look where he's at right now.
Listen, we all knew he would do better with better blocking, better quarterback play, and better receivers to take some of the people out of the box. And I thought he'd do something like this, but apparently the Giants didn't think so. Apparently
No,
Joe
not at
Payne
all.
didn't think he had this left in him.
Not at all. And
He
so
got 1,650-ish scrimmage yards after 11 games.
it was so difficult. And that game, they kept playing it, and it replays over and over and over again. They even had one of the video games. They added that move. I don't know if you know that. They
Oh
added
no, the jumping backwards
Yeah,
move
they
they
added
added
that move to the video game. They literally added the
that
move.
is so funny.
They were showing it. I saw it on television. They
That is
showed
so funny.
a guy, and it's probably a little difficult to get the move. You have to like practice it,
Right, right, right.
but he actually has that move. He just
That is
doesn't just
crazy.
jump over you. He does the exact same thing.
That
And I'm
is so
saying
crazy.
he should have been doing that in Big Blue. That's all I can. That's all I keep saying with
He
that.
had two 70-yard touchdown runs last game. 70 and 72-yard touchdown runs in the same game. Now, you might think, well, then that padded his stats. No, if you take those two runs away, he
He's
still had
still
110 yards rushing. You know, he had a very, very good game without the
without
two
those two runs.
70-yard touchdown runs.
Yeah,
Beast.
and when I hear people say that too about padding, that was part of his production. It's like
And like I said, and 47 yards receiving.
we could have used that.
302 yards. We
Could
had
use
245 yards total offense last week. Saquon had 302.
it was tough. It's tough.
It's
It's
tough to
tough.
watch. It's tough
Let
to
me
watch.
ask you. Let me ask you. This game coming up.
Yes.
This game coming up. I figured now. I'll say this. This game coming up. I can see DeVito. The ball will be going to Mr. Neighbors definitely early,
First of
early
all,
and often. I can
that's
see
if
that.
DeVito's playing, but okay.
Right, if DeVito's playing, yeah. If DeVito's playing, um,
Yeah, no, I'm sure they got in his ear about that and said, listen, you need to get the ball to Malik early and often. No question.
at least
I'm
throw
sure
it.
Malik got in his ear.
Right. I mean, I was, and Jalen Hyatt, did he play?
Oh, yeah, he played. He played. I
Just
mean, It's not like he showed up in the stat line, but he played. He
Okay,
played.
I just wanted to check. I just wanted to check. Like, but like you said, I think the strategy needs to be like move the pocket. You know, it's funny, and this last bit of maybe this might be the last thing I say about Saquon tonight, but is Saquon could actually help because because you can throw the screen pass to Saquon, and that would
Right.
slow that rush down. But we don't have that type of back. We have good backs.
So
We have
we're
good backs.
better at the screen pass this year than we had. Well, before Andrew Thomas got hurt, we were better at the screen pass this year than we had been for a while, to be honest. But all bets are off now. Once Andrew Thomas went down, all bets are off. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
like you can really evaluate Tyrone Tracy or Devin Singletary or anybody fairly with the line that we have left. And like I said, Luminor and Neal may not play this week. It might be Hubbard and Tyree Phillips at tackle.
the track meet begins again.
Track meet begins.
Oh man. Oh. Okay. That's okay. But I'm staying optimistic anyway. I'm still
Yes,
staying
of
optimistic.
course, of course.
I still feel if Mr. DeVito plays, he knows I keep calling him Mr. DeVito because I don't want to say
Yes.
the other name. But he could, in the Buccaneers game, if they can give him the time, the times that he was given some time, he made some really good throws.
Tommy DeVito is capable of making good throws. He's also capable of holding the ball too long.
Yeah.
Now, again, like you said, half of those plays he didn't have time and no one would have had time. But there are times when he looks like he wants to make a big play. And here's how I describe it. When you only get a handful of opportunities to make a big play, when one of them comes, you really want to make a big play, right? Like
Right.
remember when Barry Bonds hit like 150 home runs or whatever it was one year? He had 70 some home runs. He was getting intensely walked
Right.
twice a game. Like they almost never pitched to him. So on the rare times when they pitched to him, he was swinging for the fences because he was like,
Right.
I may not see another strike today. So I'm not going to try and go the other way and just hit a double up the gap. No, I'm trying to put this ball into the stratosphere because I don't know when next I'm gonna get to swing.
That's right. Right.
That's what I used to say about Saquon. They used to say, "Oh, he dances too much. He doesn't take the dirty yards." Well, first of all, he gets hit in the backfield half the plays. Like
Right.
as he's taking the handoff, he's juking on half the plays. He gets about 4 or 5 runs a game where he gets to the line of scrimmage without being touched and with the clear hole in front of him. So of course he's trying to hit a home run
Right.
because A, it's been weeks since he had a hole, and B, he's our only home run hitter. Right? If it's third and 4, and he picks up 5 yards and moves the chains, that's a bad play for us because we're not marching downfield 10 yards, 11 yards at a time. Right? We have no shot at winning if we have to sustain drives.
We're
The
not ball
only way we
control.
can possibly score is if Saquon breaks off a 25, 30-yard run and flips the field or takes it to the house. So yes, he was dancing and juking because we had no other way to win. That was the way for us to win. Saquon running a 70-yard touchdown was our 1 in a million chance at winning most games. So I don't want to hear about he's dancing all the time. He's not dancing all the time. He's dancing the 2 or 3 times that he had a shot at a play, at a
Right.
positive. So likewise, Tommy DeVito's like, if I drop back 25 times, I'm going to get hit 15 of those times.
At
Right?
least.
As I'm coming off my drop back, as my back foot plants, someone's in my chest 15 times. So I got 10 plays where I might actually get the ball off. So if I'm throwing 7-yard curls on those 10 plays, we ain't scoring.
Right.
Those plays got to be down the field because I only get a couple of them.
That's right. That's
Somebody
true.
please
That's
start
true.
running far and fast and let me see if I can get you the ball while I have this rare opportunity to throw the ball.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I know
I
that was a
agree
long
with you.
vent, but
But no, but it was good. It's very true. And he did it's in the playbook. They had a couple of those plays that he ran the ball. I mean, it was like I'm like, wait a minute. This is the third string quarterback made the starter. Now you got him running
hey,
with
listen,
the backs of.
he's capable.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is one play. I know you're gonna know what it is. I don't know why they run this. They did it when Daniel was there, and it fools no one. The Giants were like on, I want to say like the 10 yard, 8 yard line maybe.
I know,
And
and
they
it's
and they
quarterback out,
told DeVito, they put DeVito out wide.
out wide.
And I'm thinking right now, what, the defense is not even worried. They know you're gonna run. They know you're gonna run. And DeVito didn't even come off the line of scrimmage. He took
No,
one step and looked to his left. So you know there was no pass.
yeah,
What is the rationale behind that play? If
just
you
to
had
show
two
you have a
quarterbacks in,
creative playbook, that you're a creative offensive guru. That yes, you know when that worked when Saquon was in the Wildcat. When Saquon's in the Wildcat, he's like, I don't care what the rest of y'all do. I'm getting this ball in the end zone. Let's get out of my way. But we don't have Saquon anymore,
no,
so
we don't.
that play is doomed. You know what other play I hated? When we had 4th and 1 and we gave Wandale Robinson, who weighs less than me, a little inside handoff, a little inside reverse. I'm
Right.
like, Wandale Robinson? That's who you went to on 4th and 1? I mean, who was he? Who was he putting his shoulder down and running over at 4th and 1?
Nobody.
I actually think it was a bad spot. I think he actually made it, and they gave him a bad spot, and we didn't challenge it. But whatever. I think the idea that that was the play. And by the way, because I watched that on all 22, if he had just pulled it and faked it to Wandale and kept it and went around the right, there was nobody there.
Right.
He could still be running if he had pulled that and run. No, that nobody was thinking, oh, this quarterback's going to, bootleg on 4th and 1. No, they all knew they was going to be handed off to somebody. And I was watching I forget now who it was. I think it was Giants.com. I think it was my Giants.com was talking about how the inside linebackers were calling out the play during the
Pulling our plays?
play, calling out our play. Like they sent the edge rusher out wider to cut off Wandale so he couldn't go wide. And the inside linebacker, it was Levante David, is their middle linebacker. He was telling his teammates, here comes the inside reverse to Wandale, basically, is what this man was saying. So they had it read entirely. And Tommy DeVito doesn't move protections. He doesn't change, size for the tight end. He just runs the play as it's called and didn't realize, oh, they already know what's coming. Maybe I should do something else.
It's probably why.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm venting. I'm venting.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just...
We haven't really talked about this coming game much. We keep on harping on the game that we already lost.
It's difficult. It's difficult because
we got
into
a lot
this
of
game,
to talk about.
we like the team.
Like the team. So, but what do you think about this week? What do you think about our chances against Dallas?
I think it's going to be, you know what? It's what I actually, I don't want to say I hate saying that we're going to lose. I hate
No,
saying
I know
that.
you don't like to say that.
I really don't like saying that, but number 88 for the Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, who is injured. He's not 100%, but
Is
probably,
he?
I mean, he's on the injury report as limited participant in practice, but
He's going to play. He's going to play.
He's licking his chops again. He's like, oh, the Giants? Yeah, I'm playing.
That's what I see. That's what scares me. I see him having a big game. I can see him having a big game. And the Giants just don't score. Maybe 9. We might have 9, 3 field goals. That's it.
And Micah Parsons is going to feast.
Yeah, see, yeah. I'm not as fired up about them playing on Thanksgiving. We need a whole week to let the residue of that past Sunday get out of us so I can bring the optimistic levels up. Right now they're at like 5 or 6.
You think 37 was a problem?
Excuse me?
30-7 was a problem for you?
37 was a problem. Yeah, remember I said they're gonna score. Yeah, oh my gosh. But you know what? DeVito may get one because it's Turkey Day, and he'll calm down, and because the Cowboys defense isn't that great.
No, it's
not that great. It's not that great.
Not against other teams. We said that the first time we played them. When we first played them the first time, they were 32nd in the league in defense and 32nd in the league in yards rushing allowed. And they locked us down. They shut us down. Our running game, I got something like 1.1 yards a carry.
which and that Daniel was quarterbacking then too,
Yes,
right?
yes. But I'm just
And now we
saying,
got
the right game for Dallas.
it's but it's can we say we get a Turkey Day magic maybe?
Listen, that's why we play the games. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But are you asking me, do I expect that? I do not expect that. I do not expect either DeVito or Locke or both to have much time to throw against this pass rush,
Yeah,
especially without line injury.
yeah, they're going to be coming too. I think they're going to have all out blitzes. Micah Parsons is going to be coming almost every play probably.
And like you said, Jalen Hyatt, who actually did play but saw no parts of the ball, they're going to just say, let's just take away Neighbors. Let's, just double up on Neighbors because they're going to want to throw to Neighbors. Trayvon Diggs is a feast or famine cornerback, right?
Yeah.
He will get, 7 or 8 interceptions a year, but he'll give up 12 touchdown passes in a year. And he's like, that's fine. That's fine. As long as I got mine,
Yeah, yeah.
But they'll put him on Malik with safety help over the top and hope that he's able to step in front and pick off a pass or two.
He chucks on defense. He's a chucker on defense.
Chucks on defense. Exactly right. He chucks on defense.
This would be a good game that, honestly, this would be a good game that that Mr. DeVito would introduce himself to Theo Johnson.
That would be nice.
This would be a great game for that. Great game for that because I can see him being open. I can definitely see him being open.
Theo Johnson, Daniel Bellinger, if he's still allowed to play. I don't know. I think he must have offended somebody. Maybe spoke badly of somebody's mom or something. I don't know what it was.
He's out there at times though, isn't he?
He's out there sometimes, but not usually in the pass patterns. He's out there usually because they got like 2 or 3 tight ends and they're gonna run the ball.
I'm not giving up on these guys.
Going to the tight ends is probably a good idea. It's get it out quickly, fake it to Tracy, hit a tight end up the seam.
And not run that play we always call, not that little fake into the line, look to the right. It's always on the right. Hit Wandell behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind yes.
With no blocking in front of him.
12 and you hit him 5 yards downfield and say, please make some magic happen.
No guards or tackles pulling. Nobody out there in front of him. Nobody to block for him. And them juking getting 1 yard and blasted at that.
And blasted. Right.
So
again, listen, if I'm the coach, I'm finding anybody who, if it's 3rd and whatever, and you run fewer yards than that, that's $1,000. It's 3rd and 8, and you run a 7-yard pattern, you owe me $1,000.
$1,000.
23, and you run a 22-yard pattern, $1,000.
Cash app it right there.
Past the sticks. Get past the sticks.
Right.
It's not rocket science, and they don't hide the sticks. The sticks are not like, hey, I wonder where the sticks are. Before you line up, you take a look to the sideline. Oh, that's where the sticks are. I'm running past that.
Run past that, and then come back to the ball if you want, but run past.
Or don't come back. Keep going if you want. You can get extra yards. I'm fine with that. But what you're not going to do is come back behind the sticks and catch the ball. That's what you're not going to do. If you do, it costs you money.
This, could this be? Would you think? Well, there's a question whether this is Dable on the hot seat on this game too.
He's on the hot seat. He's on the hot seat. In my opinion, he's on the hot seat. There's too many players that are saying little things that show that he's lost the locker room. But again, imagine that you're on a team that's not doing that well, but you're on this team for a couple of years, and each year, one of your leaders and best players is allowed to just leave the team. You don't trade him, you don't extend him, you don't offer, you just let him leave the team. What does that do for morale? Like, you can't tell me that the Dexter Lawrences and the Andrew Thomases of the world are not annoyed.
Right.
Saquon is gone, and McKinney is gone, and Julian Love is gone, and Leo Williams is gone. Kevin Zeitler is gone. Dalvin Tomlinson is gone. They got to be pissed.
You put them all together. That's a really good team.
That's a really good team. And this is not a really good team. Like, if you let all those guys walk and you're 9-2, then you're like, wow, I would not have expected those moves to work, but they did. So, okay. But you're 2-9. So your moves clearly aren't working. Stop making stupid moves. If I have to fight one more person on Twitter who tells me, no, letting Saquon walk was the right move. Really? We're 2-9. He's going to win the MVP. You don't think he's going to use one of those on a 2-9 team?
And he was healthy this year. He was healthy. He was ready to go.
When is it better to be worse at a position? When is that the plan? And we not only are we 2-9, but we signed Brian Burns. We traded for and signed Brian Burns to $30 million a year. How come it's okay to give Brian Burns $30 million a year on a 2-9 team, but it's not okay to give Saquon $13 million a year on a 2-9 team? Last time I checked, 13 plus 17 is 30. Xavier makes 17. Saquon makes 13. Who do you think we'd be better off with? Saquon and Xavier or Brian Burns? Well, we have that experiment playing out in real time.
Right in front of us.
Chose B, Brian Burns, and we're 2-9.
And the media is pushing it out there like it's no tomorrow. Like it's
every time Saquon sneezes, they're like, oh, and if he was with the Giants, that sneeze would have been worse.
They show that the time when they were all talking about and they call Saquon up and say, hey, we're gonna have to let you go, and like, what? Okay. That's
please.
I can't.
We gotta move on. We gotta move. I'm more. My chest is hurting. My head is. I'm getting cold sweats. We gotta move on. It was the worst move in Giants history. Let's move on.
Okay, Giants, Cowboys, Turkey Day. Cowboys they're gonna score. They're gonna score. They might be sorry, but they're gonna score. They're gonna score.
Even with Trey Lance, they'll find a way.
With Trey Lance, they're gonna.
Trey Lance will just be throwing it to CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb's gonna have another big days. 88 for Cowboys. Always a big day. So I'll go with a simple 17-3, something like that. For the.
I can see that. It's not like their offense is great right now. So
no.
Hopefully, you're not going to score a lot on defense and special teams. So yeah, 17-3 seems fair.
I can see this game kind of staying like right in the middle of the field. I mean, just like
right.
A lot of punts, a lot of getting up from the table and saying, let me go get something. Let me grab a little something here. Let me grab something there. And
a lot of people turning their TV to
the next channel. A lot of that. That's all right.
I'll still watch TV with a TV and a remote. I'm old school. That's how I watch it.
But I'll still we'll still be rooting for him. I'll still be screaming.
Of course.
Definitely screaming for him.
And then we get a long break after Thanksgiving to the next game because we don't play next Sunday. We don't play till the Sunday after. So we got time to think about it. We got time to recover.
Yeah, and I needed time for this one. I needed time from Sunday. So, okay. All right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
All right. So, guys, everybody listen, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday with your family. Family, food, football. Let's make it happen.
And make it happen. Be safe out, be safe. If you do have to drive out to to a family's home, take your time. Take your time to get there. And we wish everyone to have, a great holiday. Enjoy yourselves. Sit down. Be prepared. Watch the game. Giant fans, we watch games. We're there. We root to the end.
That's right.
And the end doesn't start at the beginning. Don't worry about it. It's not over. It's not over.
No.
The Giants, we're looking for a Turkey Day miracle.
Yes.
A Turkey Day miracle for the Giants, for Big Blue.
All right. Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas.
I'm your man, Mazo. It's all about Big Blue. Until next time, happy holidays. Peace.
From Brooklyn, football with the fellas. It's all about Big Blue, here to clean up a little bit of a mess that I made last night. So as you may recall, in the episode I just recorded with Mazo, I mentioned that the Giants hadn't scored an offensive touchdown on Thanksgiving since 1938, which is not exactly true. My bad. As with many things, I am not perfect. That is an old stat.
yes, we hadn't scored for a really long time on Thanksgiving, and 1938 was the last time we had scored a touchdown until fairly recently. But actually, we are now playing Dallas for the third year in a row on Thanksgiving. And in each of the last two games, we also scored 2 offensive touchdowns. So we scored 2 last year. Tommy DeVito actually threw 2 touchdown passes last Thanksgiving. And we scored 2 the year before that. Saquon Barkley and Richie James scored the year before that. So my bad. We have scored some offensive touchdowns. That thing that I had Googled and looked up was from 2 years ago, and I didn't realize that when I saw it. So just wanted to fix that and not let Mazo suffer for my mistake. That was my bad. I screwed that up. The Giants have lost both of those games. Like, we still don't do well on Thanksgiving, don't get me wrong. And we clearly don't score often enough. But we have, in fact, scored touchdowns more recently than the 1930s on Thanksgiving Day. So please accept my apology for screwing that up. I will do better. Hopefully the Giants will also. All right, Clay from Brooklyn, Football with the Fellas, all about Big Blue, and I'm out.
Big shout out to El Marquis Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis' skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out elmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.